Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to Tarot with Wenli. It is I, Wenli, and this is going to be a Q&A video of some questions I've gotten from my followers. So we're gonna put this together, and I hope you guys like it. I hope you're having a good time, a good night. Grab some popcorn, grab your snacks, your slippers, and all that, and enjoy the show. So one of the questions that I get a lot is how I evolved into tarot from my spirituality. So basically, since I was a child, I was always interested in astronomy, the stars, spirits, ghosts, crystals, everything, like anything occult or anything astrology, anything have to do with like different dimensions, universes, and everything. I was interested in it, and ever since I was like this tall, I knew that we weren't the only beings. I just knew, like, I had an inner knowing. I'm like, we cannot be the only people in this big ass universe, this big ass galaxy that have life. We cannot be the only planet with life on it. It just didn't make sense to me. It still doesn't. So I don't believe all that stuff they try to tell people. Basically with tarot, what happened was, my intuition has been on and popping since I was like little, but I always was able to discern different situations and people and things. But I was just drawn to tarot about a few years ago, a year ago I would say, and I just decided for once in a while. I started watching tarot videos like on YouTube, and I would watch them for my sign. I'm a Cancer sun. That's another thing you can know about me. My birthday is in July. But yeah, I watch videos and I'm just like, you know what? I think I can do this for myself. I think I can just get some cards and tell my own future. So I went on Amazon, I bought my first deck, and it was history from there. And honestly, I've had my Twitter since probably like early 2000s, so I already had like a couple thousand followers. So for those of you who think I was just trying to like get out there and have people shout me out, ain't nobody shout me out. Like, if you've seen people tag me and post on Twitter, it's because they really fuck with me, and I appreciate every single one of them. Like, I don't pay for content. I don't do none of that. Like, I started my tarot from the ground up. Like, I really worked my way up. So that's what makes me feel more proud of myself, because it's like I really did that, like, on my own. I didn't ask for no handouts. I didn't ask for nobody to promote me. I didn't ask for none of that. And it just really showed me that I can work hard and get to where I am now. And I appreciate everybody who be fucking with me, who vibes with me, who likes my content, all of the kind messages, all that. Like, I love y'all so much for that. But yeah, I was just drawn to tarot. And just like a lot of people, I had the initial feeling like, oh, I can't do this. I'm not qualified for this. I'm not meant to do this. But I had that calling. Like, it literally was calling me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to buy my deck. Another question that people tend to ask me is, what decks do I have? I don't, like I said, I'm in the process. I just moved out of my house that I was staying at to another house. I just moved. So I don't have all my decks out right now. Some of my stuff is still in boxes, like, right now. But I have one of my decks with me. And this is actually the first deck that I started out with. But the first deck that I started out with, it's not a name on it, but I'm showing you what it looks like. This is the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And they have a lot of decks by them. They have the Waite before tarot, after tarot. They have a lot of different Rider-Waite decks out. So you can go check them out if you would be interested. But the decks that I use are I use this one, the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. I have an Oracle deck called the Conscious Spirit deck. And I have another tarot deck called the Wild Unknown Tarot. That's one of my favorites because it's like black and white pictures with little pops of color here and there. And the symbolism in those cards really gets to me, and it's so beautiful. And I love my Conscious Spirit deck because on the back of the cards, it has the 7 chakras. Like, it's a drawing of a energetic body with the chakras and everything. So I really like those cards. And this one is my baby because this is the one I started out with. Rider-Waite. Another question that people tend to ask me is how I don't know how to word it, how I got into self-love. My journey to self-love started from being heartbroken from a relationship that I was in. My self-worth went down, my confidence went down, just like everything about myself that I believed was good, it just changed. How I viewed myself changed, and I'm still in the process of learning to love myself. It's not an overnight journey. It's not. And I'm willing to admit that it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in the blink of an eye. It just isn't. And I want y'all to know that if you are struggling with learning to love yourself after heartbreak or some kind of traumatic experience in your life, you're going to still have days where you cry. You're going to have days where you feel sad. You're going to have days where you want to not be here on this earth. All of that. And I'm here to tell you that I went through that. I went through suicidal thoughts. I actually had like I don't tell a lot of people this, but I had an emo phase when I was like in, I would say, 8th grade up until like 10th grade of high school. But I literally would like have like dark eyeliner on. I would wear dark clothes. I would wear black a lot. I tried to commit suicide a lot. I didn't want to live. I didn't have any positive thoughts. I didn't have, like, I feel like it was no point in me being here. I just felt like that. And sometimes I do have those thoughts where I feel like I just don't want to be here anymore. But every day when I get to help people, and every time when I have those thoughts, like, I don't want to be here because of something I'm experiencing and it's too emotionally overwhelming for me, I think about all the people that I've helped and all the people that tell me that they looked up to me, and I wake up and I just am grateful to still be here and alive and well, and I'm grateful to be here helping you guys. Y'all really don't understand how much y'all make my day. Like, I can be having the worst day, and then somebody will want to read from me and that lifts me up, or somebody will send me a message of encouragement, or they'll just send me a message like, hey, just checking on you, making sure you're okay. Like, those messages really help me, and they like literally keep me going. So I really do appreciate y'all so much for that. And I'm trying to think what else that I feel I need to say to y'all. But yeah, I had an emo face. I really did. And a lot of people look at me now and be like, you don't look like that kind of person. But the people who know me from school, or the people who did know me, because I really don't talk to like literally anybody that I went to school with anymore. Not because I have issues with them. We just grew apart. And I wish them well and everything. I just don't talk. Like, I've gotten a new group of friends who resonate more with who I am now than who I was then, if you get what I'm saying. But yes, I had like a lot of suicidal thoughts and a lot of suicidal attempts, and I just went through a lot where I felt like I had nobody to talk to. And I started writing poetry. That's another fun fact about me. I write poetry. I can sing also. I have a lot of talents under my sleeve, but in due time you guys will see some things about me, like some different talents that I have besides tarot and spirituality. Yeah. But the journey to self-love isn't easy. It's not. But my best advice for how to get to that point is literally what I told one of my followers on Twitter who asked me about that in one of the tweets I made. Like, they replied to that and said that pretty much I just woke up one day and I got tired. I got tired of crying. I got tired of being sad. I got tired of being stressed out over things I couldn't control. I got tired of waiting for things that I wasn't even sure was going to happen. I just got tired. And what I told that follower that asked me, I just said that when you get tired enough, you're just going to give up. Everything that's making you, like, you're going to give up on everything that's draining you. The people, places, things, thoughts, habits, all that stuff that's draining you, you're going to give up on it. And yeah, it's just, I feel like everybody has a point they reach when they get tired of something, whether it's a relationship, a job, a mindset, anything. Like, when you get tired enough, it doesn't matter what nobody else tells you, but when you finally within yourself get tired enough, you're going to stop. You're going to be like, look, this ain't it no more. It's not. And you're going to decide to love yourself first. And me being hurt so much and being in relationships or friendships or family situations that did not serve me, it taught me to put myself first. It taught me that I am my own first love. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much somebody cares about me, how much somebody loves me, how much somebody wants me, whatever. I'm the person that is going to love me first. I have to love myself first because I have to be there for myself. Because what if that person breaks up with me? What if my family member doesn't come through for me? What if my friends leave me and don't want to be my friend anymore? I have to be there for myself, because I've learned that when you put your all into somebody, like literally your all into somebody, and you just make them your whole world, you don't have any world, because what if they are your world? Like, you make them your world. If this person ups and leaves, you're gonna be broken as hell, because it's like you created your universe around them. You let your whole world and your whole life be wrapped around them like a ball and revolve around them. And you just, I feel like people shouldn't do that. I'm not gonna ever tell y'all what to do. I always tweet that. I'm not gonna tell y'all what to do. I just feel like you shouldn't make one person your world. You just shouldn't. If that makes sense to y'all. Like I said, do what y'all want. But for me, I had to learn that the hard way, yes, because I got my heart broken. But it pushed me to become my own first love and to become the own love of my life, so that when somebody comes into my life that I can tell and know that is meant for me to spend a lifetime with, I will know, and they will just only add to my happiness, because I'm not looking for my other half anymore. I'm already whole on my own. I'm just looking for somebody to add to my happiness, because I'm a whole, complete, beautiful, loving, caring, brilliant, amazing as individual on my own, and I don't need anybody to complete me. If somebody wants to come along the journey and make me happier than what I already am, good, that's fine. We can work it out. But if somebody decides to go, then I know that I'll be okay. Yeah, I'll probably shed a few tears, but I'll be okay, because I had myself at the end of the day. And my world wasn't dependent on them, whether they were here or not. So that's basically my journey of self-love. Like, yes, I have moments where I get upset and I miss certain things or whatever, but I have to know that I'm going to be okay. At the end of the day, I'm going to be okay, and that's all that matters, is that I'm okay. Because I have the power to make myself happy, no matter what. And this is what I always try to preach and get across to you guys through my readings, through my tweets, my messages, when you guys email me and DM me and everything for advice. This is what I want to get across to you. And yes, I am not going to beg. If you've been wondering where your sign is for October, I know we only have a few days left this month, and I'm behind, but I will get the videos out to you. I promise. I'm starting them tonight. I'm not going to bed until I start at least like 3 zodiac sign videos tonight. So I got y'all. Just had to get that out the way. People be asking about that. But yeah, it's a journey, you know. Any advice for anybody trying to get into spirituality or anything? A lot of people ask me about this. Be yourself. Like, I know in this day and age, when you're on the internet, especially if you're on Twitter, you see a lot of accounts with over 1,000 followers, like mine, using myself and my account as an example. People see the numbers and they get caught up in the numbers and who is friends with who and who clicks with who and who's being paid attention to and who's not, and all that. They get too caught up in it. And I don't know how to describe it. My advice to anybody that's trying to get into that spirituality, or if you're trying to start tarot or cardomancy or divinate, any kind of divination work, be yourself. That's the best advice I can give to you. Number one. Number two, don't forget why you're doing it. I don't feel anybody should get into anything spiritual or any kind of spirituality for the likes, for the attention, for the money. Like, yes, of course, some people want to charge. Some people do readings for free. Some people don't. It's totally up to you. But I don't feel anybody should get in it solely for the money. Like, yes, you want to be paid for your services, because you're taking your time and you're using your energy to channel messages for your person when you don't have to do that. I understand that. Just like people go to the food store and the shoe store, the clothing store, and they buy clothes, but they're not understanding that they're paying people for the time that they're workers. They're paying the workers in the company, but they're paying those people for the time, the energy, the dedication, everything they put into making their product what it is, so that they would even find it appealing when they see it on the shelf. You feel me? So I get a lot of questions also about people saying like, oh, they feel bad about charging for their readings. You shouldn't feel bad, because at the end of the day, yes, it's an energetic exchange, but we have to eat. Just because people think, because we, like us as tarot readers, me including myself, I'm giving an example, they think because we do readings that we can eat, breathe, and live energy. We still live in America or whatever country you live in, and we still have to pay bills. We still have families. Some of us have children. Like, I know some of my friends that read, they have children. They have bills to take care of and all that. And it's like, it's not easy. Yeah, you can have a regular job, but the one thing that I always want people to know is that this work takes time and energy and dedication. Like, I'm dedicated 1,000,000% to my craft. I respect my ancestors, my angels, my guides, the universe, and God. Always. I always put them first. So if they tell me not to read for somebody, I want to listen and not read for that person. If they tell me to rest, I will rest. If they tell me that it's time for you to do readings again, I do readings. Like, yeah. I'm not going to, I'm not going to disobey them, you know. And it's not like they control me, because they don't, but I respect them because they literally are my link to the spiritual world. And they helped me along this journey. Without them, I wouldn't be who I am right now. I wouldn't even be doing tarot without my ancestors and my angels and all that. So I have to give them gratitude. I have to respect them. I have to show them love and all that. And I want to do that. Not because I have to and I'm supposed to, but I want to. I want them to know, like, hey, I love you. Thank you for helping me. Because you don't have to help me do shit. You feel me? Like, I love them for that. So, yeah, that's pretty much. And if you're going to work with spirituality, I feel like you should respect your ancestors. You should get to know your ancestors. One way you can, that I learned from a few of my spiritual friends who do readings and everything, you can light a white candle and literally just have a bowl of water as an offering, or a cup of water as an offering to your ancestors. If you don't know what to offer them as like food offerings or whatever, get that and sit and talk to them. Like, ask them, how are you feeling? Hey, I hope everything's going good with you today. I want you to know I love you, I appreciate you, and I hope you guys are really being blessed and thriving. And that, just talk to them. Like, build a relation. Talking to your ancestors and all them, that literally builds a relationship with them. The more you do it, the more they talk back. They can talk back through people, numbers, angels, animals, insects, songs, everything. They'll talk to you. They will talk to you if you talk to them. And this leads into my next question, where I forgot how to word it. I'm sorry. They asked me, how do you, like, people in general, connect with their ancestors, their guides, their angels, etc. If you have a tarot deck, use your tarot deck. Talk to them. Ask them, like, hey, spirit guides. I always start off like, hey, good morning, good night, whatever time it is of the day. Before I get into this reading, I love y'all. I hope y'all doing good. I want y'all to know how much I appreciate y'all. Like, this is showing them some love, because they love being loved by us. Because they're here to help us, yes, but we need to respect them first and foremost. And they love being loved. So it's like, why not show love to the people that are on your side, even though they're not here physically, they're in the spiritual realm. Why not show love to them? It doesn't hurt to just say, hey, I love you. Hey, ancestors, I love you. Hey, spirit guys. Hey, angels, I love you. It doesn't hurt to do that at all. Even just once a day, once a week, it doesn't hurt. But one way you can connect with them is through tarot cards. Just ask them messages, or ask them what they think about you, or what they need to tell you, and whatever cards come out, depending on your intuition and where your intuition is, how strong it is. Just see what you feel about it and listen to the message they give you. Like I said, you can light a white candle and talk to them. You can ask them to send you messages through songs. You can talk to them through candle flames. So, like, if you want a yes or no answer, or just to talk to them, like, you can say, hey, it's your ancestors, if you're pleased with what I'm doing in the universe or with my life, can you make the flame go high? But if you're not pleased, can you make it go low? Like, try to find your groove within things and use different methods to talk to them. Or literally, you can just sit in your room with nothing and just sit on your bed or whatever and talk to them. Like, it's so many different ways. But those are some of the ways that I talk to my ancestors. Because I know people always ask me how I do it. And that is what takes me back to, like, doing your own thing. Because, like I said before, the way that I get messages, everybody else is not going to get messages for them. And I feel like a lot of people tend to think that me or just other readers, that they have to get the same decks as certain readers, or they have to post messages the same way, or they have to do a pick a card reading like other readers do, or whatever. Like, listen, you can look at any other reader on Twitter. It's like 1 million of us. You can look at any other reader, but just because me or another reader shuffles the deck a certain way, that don't mean that you have to shuffle it like that. Like, just because I have a certain deck doesn't mean you have to have that deck. Like, it doesn't, like, me and you can have the same deck, but we won't get the same messages because our guys talk to us differently. We pick up different messages. Even if it's the same message, it will be in different words. Like, we're all different. So stop. A lot of people get caught up in trying to do something like a big account does. Like, and to me, in my opinion, a big account is an account over 1,000 followers. So you don't have to do everything like a big account does it. That's why I keep preaching to stay true to you, because I swear if you try to follow what a big account on a big spiritual tarot, medium, shadow work, candle work account does on Twitter, you're going to lose the essence of yourself. Your guys want you to stay true to you. They want you to do things how you want to do them. And if the way that you happen to do things just seems to be a little bit similar to somebody, guess what? That's okay. But don't copy word for word or step by step what they do. Like, don't copy what I do, because what I do might not work for you. And it's not your journey. This is my journey. This is what I do. I just try to share my methods to help people. But a lot of people feel like they got to do stuff how big accounts do to make it work. And it's not true. It's not true, boo-boo. We don't do that around here. Just be yourself. I swear it'll pay off in the end, honestly. We can't think of anything else, but if I do, I will make another video for you guys. And if you have watched this till the end, thank you. You are so sweet, and I appreciate you and your patience. But I will be back with the monthly videos, and I love you guys. I appreciate you, and I hope everybody is having a good day, a good afternoon, evening, night, whatever it is, whatever time that you are, whatever place you are in. And I love all of you watching this. I love every single one of you. I wish you nothing but peace, love, abundance, and happiness, and blessings, and good health. And I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching. I love you. Thank you. And I will talk to you soon.